Peace, everybody. What's good? It's that boy George Malachi Williams, and you are now tuned to New Media Today USA. Let's go. All right, everybody, look. I don't know if you heard through the grapevine, but it's a lot of little chatter been going on about this guy. I got my notes. You know me. I keep my notes. This guy named Chael Sonnen. Now, Chael Sonnen, I'm very familiar with who he is. He fought, he's an MMA fighter, and he fought, what's my guy named Anderson Silva. He fought him twice. You know what I mean? The first time it was a real good fight. The second time, Anderson Silva walked through him. He also got popped for PEDs. He's a dirty fighter. But yet he has some AJ hate, right? He's known for hating on other boxers. Basically anybody he hates on. But he says something real, crazy about AJ, saying that AJ is a bum. He said that AJ is lazy. He said that let me see what else he said. He said that AJ can't box and he's trash. And I'm like, how in the hell AJ can't box and he's trash? AJ's what, 31 years old? He's 24-1, I think. He's 24, let me see. I want to make sure. Yeah, he's 24-1. 31 years old, 24-1. He's been unified heavyweight champion twice. AJ is one of the nicest boxers that you ever want to meet. You know what I mean? I'm saying from a personal standpoint, from a human being standpoint. I never met him, you know what I mean? But, I never seen anybody get hated on as much as people hate on AJ. Him and Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford is another fighter that gets hated on hard, especially from the LDBC and the PBC and stuff like that. But that's neither here nor there. But Anthony Joshua really gets hated on. He was, the first person I ever seen really hate on him like that was Beyonce Wilder. Yes, Beyonce hated on AJ, but that's neither here nor there. But this guy named Chael Sonnen, I'm trying to figure out, like, where the hell did he get all this shit from? About AJ is lazy, he can't box. And, he's a bum, and, he's trash. Like, where? Where is he trash at? You know what I mean? He's unified champion twice. How in the hell? So I said, let me pull up AJ resume. Let's look at AJ last 11 fights. AJ don't have nothing but tough fights. So let's go all the way back. Back in 2015, this been on AJ's streak of tough fights. He fought Dillian White. He won in the 7th round TKO, or KO. He knocked Dillian White out, in the 7th round, right? And then after that, he fought Charles Martin. Now, Charles Martin is a bum. To me, he's a bum. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie. You know what I mean? He's a fighter. He's a good fighter. Beyonce Wilder's supposed to fight him next. But, to me, he was a bum. But anyways, he was in the top 10 when AJ fought him, Charles White. But then AJ fought Dominique Brazil. Now, all of these guys had better records than AJ at the time. Dominique Brazil, that was a pretty good fight. He knocked Dominique Brazil out in the 7th round. He knocked out Charles Martin in the 2nd round. So those are the top 3 fights, right? Then he fought Eric Molina in 2016. He fought Charles Martin, Dominique Brazil, and Eric Molina. He knocked Eric Molina out in the 3rd round in 2016. Then in 2017, we all know who he fought. 2017, he fought the great Wladimir Klitschko. Now that was a hell of a fight. Wladimir Klitschko knocked AJ down. AJ knocked him down, and then AJ ended up stopping him in the 11th round in 2017 by KO. That was a hell of a fight, man. That was probably his best fight to this day. To this day, you know what I mean? And like Beyonce Wilder would say. And then in 2017, he came back and he fought Carlos Takam. You see what I'm saying? So then, top 10 fighter. And then he fought Joseph Parker for the WBO belt. I remember that fight. And then he fought Alexander Povetkin. AJ got kind of hurt in that fight a little bit, but he ended up dusting Alexander Povetkin off in the 7th round. Joseph Parker, he ended up going 12 rounds getting a decision on that. And then after that, in the 9th fight in 2019, we know he fought Andy Ruiz Jr. Andy Ruiz Jr. ended up knocking him out TKO in that fight. So we remember that fight after AJ knocked him down. And then he came back in 2019, same year that he fought Andy Ruiz, because he fought Andy Ruiz twice in that year. And he won a 12-round decision in the Middle East. So and he got his belts back, right? And then his last fight, he fought Pulev. That was the guy that was with Top Rank. Bob Arum saying Pulev was going to knock Anthony Joshua out. Well, we seen how that happened. 9th round KO, Anthony Joshua finished him. Put the uppercut on him, and then he caught him with the 2-piece. He caught him with the 2-piece. That was the last lick. You know what I mean? So I'm saying, Anthony Joshua had some tough fights his last 11 fights. So I'm like, well, wait a minute, man. How would you hate on this guy? Anthony Joshua's 24-1, 31 years old. He's 6'5", 240 pounds, has an 82-inch arm reach. That's long. You know what I mean? I guess when you're 6'5", that's, that's a lot. And then he's only been boxing, what, 8 years? Because I think he started boxing in 2013. So I'm kind of figuring out, like, how is this guy, Chael Sonnen, is going to diss AJ? Like, you in the MMA. But now, I know you hate on boxers. That is your MO. He's known for hating on boxers. But AJ, Anthony Joshua, man, it's just like, you know, he's one of my favorite fighters. And I don't appreciate anyone just coming out of their mouth just any kind of way. Now, if AJ was trash, like a Charles Martin or something like that, then I say, okay, you know what, you might have a point. But this man has been unified heavyweight champion twice. He's fought some hell of a competition, especially his last 10 to 11 fights. He's fought some hell of a competition. So my point is this here, man. Now, if he's fighting hell of a competition, you know, then that's one thing. But you don't become champion twice, unified champion, being a bum. You see what I'm saying? Now let's look at this guy named Chael Sonnen. Now Chael Sonnen got popped twice for PEDs. You see what I'm saying? He's a dirty fighter. When you fought Anderson Silva, you got tested dirty for PEDs, and you still lost the fight. How you take PEDs against Anderson Silva in a fight and you still lose? You see what I'm saying? So, dude, you the guy who you almost famous, you almost made it. You ain't never been champion. Anthony Joshua has championship pedigree. He's a champion, and he's a classy guy. When Anthony Joshua lost to Andy Ruiz, he was very classy. He said, "Hey, listen, this is Andy's time. You guys talk to Andy." You see what I'm saying? I lost. He didn't make any excuses. Unlike the twerk king, Mr. Beyonce Wilder, when he lost, he had 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 excuses. You see what I'm saying? But Anthony Joshua, go ahead and put my notes down, y'all. Anthony Joshua said that, listen, he don't have any excuses. He lost. But he came back. He avenged his loss against Andy Ruiz. Now, I would have wanted Anthony Joshua to try to knock Andy Ruiz out, but it was obviously that the game plan that his coaches and his team put together, he trusted it. He knew he had to get his stamina up, and he had to work on his footwork, and he pretty much put on a boxing clinic against Andy Ruiz, and Andy Ruiz couldn't land that punch that he landed in the first fight, and he lost to a 12-round decision. You see what I'm saying? So that's how that worked. But for Anthony Joshua to be called trash, he can't box? Like, are you serious? He can't box? Dude, you never been a champion before in your life. You don't know what it looks like or feels like to be a champion. You probably never even held the championship belt in your life. But yeah, you're going to talk about Anthony Joshua being trash, saying he can't fight? Are you serious? You got to be kidding me. And then you saying he can't box? Like, dude, like, you must be talking about another Anthony Joshua. You're not talking about the one from the UK. You see what I'm saying? So anyways, guys, that's my little rant about this guy named Chael Sonnen, MMA fighter. I remember him when he fought Anderson Silva. And Anderson Silva, this one, Anderson Silva was the man. And Anderson Silva beat the brakes off of him both times. But especially the second fight. The second fight, man, he beat him like Black Jack Mulligan did Kevin Sullivan in '82 at the Armory. Now, a lot of you guys, if you watched wrestling back in the day, old school wrestling with Dusty Rhodes and Kevin Sullivan and Black Jack Mulligan and the Briscoe brothers and Four Horsemen, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? But other than that, guys, that's it. This is our boy, George Malachi Williams, representing for New Media Today, USA. Please like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're trying to grow, man. We're getting it in. Other than that, I'm in the process of shooting another video right after this one. Peace.